Hi guys, my name is Catherine and welcome to my channel, The Words of Catherine. Today I wanted to film a little video to have you get to know more about me, because I make videos about books and those videos revolve around said books, but you don't know much about me, so that is why today we'll be doing the 20 bookish facts about me video, because I like to let people know what bookish facts there are about me. So let's get into this video. Fact number 1. I am guilty of once upon a time, a long while ago, I was at the library and I was like browsing through the books and I saw my favorite books and I picked one, but somehow my mechanism didn't really cope with me at that point and I dropped my favorite book in a dead silent library, and I felt so guilty that I spent half an hour apologizing to myself and to the book, and yes, I'm really ashamed, and yeah, that's that. Wow. Fact number 2. I prefer reading hardback books, not just because I like the look of them, because they're beautiful, but also because I much more prefer holding them and reading them with dust jacket on. And I don't really know many people that do this, but I'm the person who reads hardback books with dust jacket and enjoys the feel more of them than paperbacks. Well, I know many people who prefer holding paperbacks when reading them, but I'm not that person. Yeah. Fact number 3. My favorite authors are Tahira Mafi, Sarah J Maas, Richelle Mead, Ransom Riggs, J.K. Rowling, Carmen Garcia and Margaret Stoll, and so many more, and I just really like their books and I really like reading fantasy. That's why they pop up in my mind every time someone asks me, who is your favorite author? Those are. Fact number 4. I don't really like reading thrillers. Not because I hate them, but because every time I try reading a thriller, I have trouble getting into them. I have problems getting into them and getting the feel of the book. I don't know why, it's just that way, and I really wish it would be different, but I cannot read a thriller, just sit down and read a thriller in one sitting or two sittings. It just doesn't work with me. I don't know why. Fact number 5. I was once at a book fair, big news, and there was this big line going on for these 2 authors that were sitting there, but there were so many people standing around so that I couldn't quite see who it were. And I was thinking, should I get in line for those authors and just buy a book and let them sign it? But I was like, no, we're not gonna do this because the chance that you know them is very little and whatnot. And after the signing was over, mind you, I could still get in line because at a certain point the line was closed off because so many people were getting in line. At a certain point the signing ended and those 2 females stood up and walked away, and they walked past me, and that's when I slapped myself in the face because those 2 authors were Cassandra Clare and Holly Black. And at that time, I was a huge Spidery Chronicles fan, and like, my theories were grave and wow, and Holly Black was walking there along with Cassandra Clare, and I was very sad, and I am till this day, because wow, Catherine, you are unbelievable. Fact number 6. I was once on vacation. I knew my favorite author was coming to my country, but my vacation was already booked with my friends, and I spent that vacation, I saw pictures of them in places where I come regularly and daily. I saw them there, and I went to the bathroom, I cried until my best friend came in knocking, and he was like, Catherine, are you okay? And I was sitting on the toilet, teary-eyed, and he was like, I don't know if I should laugh or if I should feel bad. He didn't say it, but I could see it in his eyes, and he was like, he just comforted me, and he was like, I'm sorry, I know this hurts, but yeah, that was kind of a breaking point in my life, because I don't know, that's another fact about me, I guess. Fact number 7, another author fact. I was in my country, and that day I was seeing my favorite author's Instagram, and her geotag was somewhere in my country. And you can see it coming. Like, I was googling what the event was, and it was for Ransom Riggs, this peculiar signing, like one of those signings, and Tahira was there too, and she was here, and I sat a good half an hour crying behind my desk, messaging a friend of mine who was a fan of Ransom Riggs, and I was like, no, this cannot be happening. This is so, so sad. And yeah, till this day, I have not yet met her. I have not yet met Tahar Mafi, even though she was so close, but I was sometimes so far away and also so close, but didn't get the chance for it. And pray for me one day, perhaps. It's still sad fact. Yay. Fact number 8. When I was 11, I started the last Twilight book, but I did not read the first 3 and 3.5 parts, and I just started the last book. Until this day, I am 18 now, like 7 years have passed. I have never finished Breaking Dawn, nor have I read the rest of the series, and guilty as charged. But I am planning on reading it, but that's just a funny fact I like to include here because 11-year-old me was reading Breaking Dawn. While knowing back now when I when I think back of it, it was not really fit for an 11-year-old, I think, or I guess how mature you are mentally. Yeah, I just read it like no business here. Yeah. Fact number 9. I sometimes prefer buying books online instead of at bookstores. I don't know why, because I love going to bookstores. I can hang around in bookstores 2 hours. When I go out with friends, we go to a bookstore, they already are looking for chairs to sit on and things to do on their phone, because they know if we're going to a bookstore with Catherine, we're not getting out of here the first hour. And yeah, that's me. But I prefer buying books online sometimes because I know how long it can take me to choose, and sometimes online I am like, that's the book I need, that's the book I want, and it's faster choosing, because at bookstores my mind is everywhere. I'm looking at all those books and authors and thinking, whoa, that's cool, but I can choose, and online that's somehow easier for me. So that's why I prefer buying books online, because it gives me more mental silence instead of whoa, 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 whoa. So yeah, that's that. Fact number 10. A best friend of mine was once reading Shatter Me for class. And afterwards, if most of you guys know, Shatter Me is like my favorite series of the whole world by Tahar Mafi, and she was reading it, and after reading it, she came up to me and she told me, you know, while reading Shatter Me, I always imagined you as Juliet. And I just stood there with mount agape, and I was like, this is the sweetest thing someone has ever said to me, and I was like so flattered, and I still consider this the greatest compliment I have ever received till this day. Thank you, Yanni. I love you so much. Fact number 11. When making myself tea, I always make 2 to 3 cups together. So when the tea is finally cooled off or good enough to drink, I have more than 1 cup I can enjoy and can just fill myself with tea. And I always walk around the house with 3 cups hot when going to my room, and I'm like, help, I'm burning myself with these overflowing cups. Because I love tea very, 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 very much. Fact number 12. The authors I own the most books of are J.K. Rowling, up here, Tahar Mafi behind me, and Richelle Mead somewhere below me. Yes. Fact number 13. For my drama class at school, the whole of my class had to choose a movie or something from a theater, and we had to choose a scene from said movie or theater piece, and we had to act it out for our class group. But I asked my teacher, can I use a book? They said yes, it might be a little bit more difficult, but you can. And I chose the part in Shatter Me where Juliet is like leaning against the window and Adam is like coming up behind her, and I wrote that part out. Like I typed it all out in English and in Dutch so I could do it twice in a row, and I typed it all out and I made this scene of it, and it was one of the best works I've ever done in my drama class, I think, for myself, because I was so driven to do it, because I was so passionate about it. And I even bought this dress that reminded me of Juliet, like this sack kind of grey dress, and I love it still. I played Juliet and one of my friends was Adam, and we had a great time doing it, and it was a great moment in my life. Fact number 14. My yearbook quote will be one from Ignite Me by Tahar Mafi, and it will be the quote, "I am no longer afraid of fear and I will not let it rule me. Fear will learn to fear me." And I chose this quote because I could not let this chance pass to use it for whole of my school to see when the yearbook comes out. Yay! Fact number 15. My favorite characters are Warner, Juliette Ferrars, Recent, and Rose Hathaway, because all those characters remind me of me and also remind me to aspire to be more than I am, and better and stronger and kick ass, because I should know I can, and yeah. Fact number 16. My favorite book to movie adaptations are Vampire Academy, Beautiful Creatures, and all of the Harry Potter movies, and those in no specific order. I just really like the way they are made into movies, even though they weren't as accurate with the books, but I still like them very much. Fact number 17. When I shower, my creativity is very high, and sometimes when thinking about stories I'm writing or characters of mine, I think of characters like having dialogue, and I actually sometimes have the dialogue with myself, and that is where I get a lot of my ideas of how the characters talk. And yeah, that's kind of a crazy little fact about me. Fact number 18. I once won a writing contest on Lara Ferrari's Instagram, and I am still very, very, very proud of it for winning it, because I didn't think I could do it, but I did, and I'm very happy about it. Fact number 19. I once went to writing camp during a summer, and we had to write a story, and my story ended up into a story bundle with toes of all of my friends, and it is one of my cherished keepsakes till this day, and I really love it, and I love the experience. Fact number 20. Yes. The first fan art of one of my stories was made by a friend. And he was like, it's not that big of a deal, but to me it was. And when he gave me back the little bit of manuscript, it was like in between the pages. And I still keep it around as a keepsake till this day because I love it so, so very much. Fact 21. Another bit of fan art made by another friend of mine once was at such a time in which I felt like my writing wasn't that good, but I really liked the story I was writing. And seeing that fan art really nearly made me cry because it was so amazing to see it exactly as I pictured it, and yeah, that story is still, that fan art till this day really touches my heart whenever looking at it, along with the one previous to that I keep around as a keepsake, and they're both just great and amazing and I love it so much. Fact 22. I will be studying English literature next year, and I am very, very, very excited about it, and I wish I could already start, but I first need a summer in between because I need to get back some energy I lost during the last 6 years of high school and elementary school, and yeah, I need energy back in my life. Fact 23. Me and my friends once planned on making a YouTube short series. I came up with the idea, but because I was so lazy, we never came through with it. And that's all my fault, and now we're just all too busy to get on with it, and yeah, kinda sad, but that's life, I guess. Fact 24. A book made into a TV series I really adore for how it was adapted is Dracula with Jonathan Rhys-Meyers, and it's just amazing. If you have not yet watched it and you want to, I really recommend you should watch it because the series is just mind-blowing and great, and wow. Fact 25, and the last fact also, I once bought a book in store that looked and sounded really interesting, but when I came home and was like googling some information about it, I figured out it was the last book in the series because the back of the book suddenly sounded like there was more to it. And then I actually bought The Amber Spyglass by Philip Pullman instead of buying the other first 2 books in that series. So now I still have to get myself those first 2 copies. Yeah. So you guys, I hope you liked this little fact video about me. I hope you might subscribe, like, leave a comment, have a great day. I hope I will see you in my next video. And that's that. So goodbye, so long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, adieu.